Hi everybody, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Movement Bank, located right here in Uptown Charlotte, and I'm with Cole, again, a familiar face.
Hey Ashley, thank you so much for having me. It's always such a pleasure to be on here. Your episodes are awesome and so educational, so I can't wait to jump right in.
Yeah, so you emailed me last week and you told me about the 1 to 4 loan matching program, and a lot of my buyers were interested in it. I sent it out as an e-blast, and I just wanted to share some more information, introduce you and Movement Bank, and hopefully get some questions that people have about the program answered. So I'll let you discuss the program and then I'll jump into questions.
Yeah, definitely. So this is an awesome new down payment assistance program that we feel is going to help tons of families. And the cool part is it's not just available here in Charlotte, it is available in any state and any county. So that's going to be a great value add. So just to kind of reiterate how this program works, it is a 1 in 4 match. So just to give you an idea, if you contribute $1,000, Movement Bank will give you $4,000. And that can either go towards the down payment or the closing costs, depending on where it needs to be applied.
Okay, so you said $1,000. How is that $1,000 paid? Is it paid when I go to contract? How is that $1,000 worked out?
Yeah. Well, the awesome news is that $1,000 can be earnest money or due diligence, which you know, and you would educate the buyers that that's paid up front, or it can be applied at closing.
Okay, cool. What else?
So really this program has 4 different options. It really benefits 4 different types of buyers. The first one is a first-time home buyer. Okay. So the definition of a first-time home buyer, right, is anybody who hasn't owned property in 3 years.
So they could own and they could have sold like in 2014 and they haven't owned for the past 4 years and they can go with this program.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, so the first-time home buyer program, and then we have another one that's the Community Service Partners program. So those are your individuals in healthcare, law enforcement, educators. And that program is really awesome, and you do not have to be a first-time home buyer for that program.
Awesome. So nurses, CNAs, is there like a level, med techs?
Yeah, there's different levels. I would recommend, for the sake of the video and keeping it short, I recommend just contact me and we'll see if you fall within that category.
Perfect.
If that's a program you think could be beneficial.
And who else is on there?
Yeah, and then also veterans. Veterans is another program we have, and then returning veterans. So returning veterans means individuals who are coming back from overseas. So just to give you a quick idea of the breakdown and how the down payment assistance works. So for the first time homebuyer program, there's max down payment assistance of $5,000. For the Community Service Partners program, it's a max down payment assistance of $7,500. And then for the Veterans Program, $7,500 as well. And then for the returning active duty veterans, they are maxed out at $10,000 in down payment assistance.
That's really good. That can really help out a lot too, especially for our returning vets. That's really good.
Yeah, and then one thing I did want to mention here, so with the veterans programs, there's no minimum contribution. You know, if you can bring $100, you can bring $5, that's fine. Now with the first time homebuyer program, you do have to be able to contribute $1,000.
Okay.
So $1,000 of that has to come from you, and then same thing applies to the Community Service Partners program as well.
Okay. Is this a loan or a grant, second mortgage? Like how is it set up after they close on a house?
Yeah. So this is what we would call a silent second mortgage. So what it is it requires you to be in the home for 5 years. Each year that silent second is going to fall off 20% each year. So after year number 5, it'll be fully forgiven. Now it is important to know that this is a non-interest loan, so you're not paying any interest or anything like that on it.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. So they gotta stay there for 5 years. The 6th year, they can call me back. I can relist it. They can upgrade or sell their home, move, especially if they're a veteran or something.
Yeah, or we can refinance you after year 5. You know, if rates get a little bit better, or your situation changes, refinance can be an option as well.
Perfect. Is there a bump in the interest rate? Some down payment assistance programs.
Yeah, so some down payment assistance programs do have a set interest rate or maybe a higher interest rate. Nope, we just follow conventional interest rates and VA interest rates.
Awesome. I know you don't want to get into what's the FHA, VA, conventional, but does this program go with those? Yeah,
so right now this program is only compatible with conventional and VA loans. We hope to add FHA a little bit down the line. So typically, a lot of people ask, what is the credit score requirement? And that's kind of a tough question to answer because it's going to depend on the program, right? Typically for conventional buyers, you're going to want to see at least a 680 or higher. Now, it does depend on the circumstances. You may be able to go a little bit lower than a 680. Now, if you're a veteran, in that case, there's the potential to maybe even go down to a 620 or 580. Veteran program, usually a little bit more lenient on credit scores.
Absolutely. Okay. So I made another video about stacking down payment assistance programs, and it was really popular and people had a lot of questions. So now that this is new, how does this stack with other programs in the area?
Yeah. So there is no limitations on stacking. As far as I know, it is compatible with any program around. North Carolina Housing is a popular one where we're at. House Charlotte is another popular one. Those two can be applied. And then in the new year, there's going to be a program called CPLP, right?
Yes.
Yep, CPLP, which I'm sure Ashley will make a video on.
Absolutely. We're already getting some people involved with that program, but that is, I think it's up to $15,000. And it's a program that depletes probably like around May. It'll be gone. So if you're interested, definitely get in touch with us so we can combine that with this program.
Yeah, and if you have other loan programs you're thinking about stacking, just consult with me and we can see if we can make it work.
Okay. Education requirement, just because buying a home is deep anyway. What are your education requirements for that?
Yeah, for this particular program, they do require you to take a class before closing, and the cost for that class is $200. But the good news is you'll probably pay for that upfront, but you'll get that credited back to you at closing. So you'll see that $200 coming back to you.
And is this an in-person or is it online?
Yeah, Ashley, I think this is actually going to be an online class that you'll have to take. But like I said, there is that fee of $200, which you will get credited back for.
Awesome. And then Cole's so good, like whenever you're going through the process with him, he educates you. He's very easy to get in touch with, so he'll call and text and email just to make sure you're comfortable and you understand the process and things. Like he's really good at that. That's why I like working with you so much.
I appreciate that, Ashley. Yeah, you know, buying your first home or even your second home or your third home can be very stressful. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to educate you to make sure you're making a great financial decision. So yes, if you have any questions or you need any guidance, please reach out. And then I did want to mention, there's a couple other requirements I feel that we should probably, bring into play here and touch on a little bit. So there are household income limits. That's typically a similar concept you see across all down payment assistance programs. Now that does vary by county, so that may depend on the particular location you're in. But if you reach out to me, we can look that up for you and see if you would be eligible. And then the property types that are eligible for this are single family homes, townhouses, and condos.
Oh wow, condos.
So manufactured are not allowed with this particular program.
Because they tend to depreciate the value, and you're like, is this land, is this a vehicle? So sometimes it's hard to figure it out.
Exactly, and then last but not least, this does have to be a primary residence. So this cannot be a second home or an investment property.
Or a vacation home.
Or a vacation home.
So you can't move to Charlotte on vacation. So is that it, you think?
Yeah, that pretty much covers the program. If you think of any questions now, please reach out to me. I'm sure Ashley will put the contact information in there. I'm available whenever, so please give me a call or shoot me an email. I would love to reply to your awesome questions, and hopefully we can help you out with some of these programs.
Awesome. So all my contact information will be below. All of Cole's contact information will be below. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about buying a home, investing, selling, reach out to me. My number is 980-319-3664. And my website is search704.com. And Cole's information is there too. So if you don't remember all this, go to my website and click on Cole's face. So I will talk to you soon, guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.